Quake 3 was already a thing.
The guy who
We peaked with
recorded
this,
it.
so let's just go. Let's just do this again.
So I'm kind of curious. Outside of Valorant, are there any games you've had your eye on lately, like new and upcoming, anything like that? Like stuff for the future?
I mean, I am. You talking to me, asking me as like the industry consultant person, or me as like the person that plays video?
Why don't we do A then B?
Why not both?
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, I think in terms of the industry, I am looking heavily at Riot. We have talked about the fighting game, but they're the one that are doing the most in the competitive gaming space. Valorant obviously is here, and the fighting game is coming soon. So they're really like everything they're doing is something that I'm looking forward to. There's been a whole lot of noise about what Source 2 might do for Valve and what might do to CS:GO if like CS:GO Source 2 would be a whole reimagining of the game, or a new structure, or new visuals, new whatever. It could be a whole new era for Counter-Strike in Source 2 if it becomes a thing. I think Epic, with the amount of money that they have, and them buying out Rocket League, and them investing everything into Fortnite and creating new things over there, I'm really looking forward to see what Epic is going to be able to produce next with all the money that they've accustomed from everyone in the world. And that's kind of like where my head is or more at, because I don't really care about story game. I just don't. Like Nintendo, I grew up with it and it's really cool, and I'm always gonna like playing Mario, but I don't care really. Like, so like I played as a kid, I played a ton of Zelda, played a ton of Mario. Like that was really like where I grew up as a kid. But I have had, and my tastes have changed a little bit, like within the last, I don't know, few months. Like I'm actually getting a little bit burnt out on my 15-year long of playing competitive multiplayer games and yelling at people on the internet. Like I don't know how many more arguments I can get in a ranked matchmaking game where I'm feeling like I need to go back to single player story games that could just relax and chill the fuck out while playing a video game. But on like much more of a personal level, like I'm playing Valorant now, like 5 hours a day or so. Like I'm playing like a lot of Valorant, and I've been playing like a lot of Counter-Strike and a lot of Overwatch previously. Like I had been waiting for Valorant for a long time. I don't really foresee anything taking up my time personally in that way, just because this is the game that is going to be the next big thing, and this is the game that has all the attention on it. I want to be competent in terms of playing the game. I mean, something that I've held a lot of pride in, and that I like to speak out about, is that okay? I'm always very open in terms of not gatekeeping, because I think that is a problem within the esports community. We have a lot of elitists within the community that like to gatekeep their game, and to talk shit to people that are just trying the game for the first time, or that are trying to get esports for the first time. And I've always been one where, look, we need to make our industry bigger. We want to try to bring people in. If someone is learning, help them. If someone is trying to get to know a game, try to teach them, try to give them information, and try to make it as welcoming as possible to people from all races and all genders and all backgrounds to get into our space. And that's the only way that we're really going to grow as an industry and to be like good people overall. However, I am actually an elitist asshole with my colleagues. With my colleagues and with my peers, I am extremely hard on them, because I feel like if my peers are going to be giving shit to random newbies in terms of like trying to get into the industry, I'm going to fucking have my foot so far up their ass when my peers are trying to work in a different game. And I've used Overwatch and now Valorant as a really good example. All throughout the years of Overwatch becoming a very big esport, I saw casters in my industry from other games move into Overwatch as all of the money was moving into Overwatch. And look, I have nothing again. I know video games is a hard industry. I know the media industry is really hard and no one's making any money. People have to eat. People have to make a living. People have to pay their rent and, you know, and live their lives. And I understand this. I'm also not about defending billion-dollar corporations. Like, if they want to get a bunch of money from Riot and Blizzard, be my fucking guest. Like, I don't have.
Would someone think of Tencent, Rod?
Yeah, I'm not shedding a tear for Tencent or
Please,
Blizzard or
Rod,
Ubisoft.
think of the board of directors of Tencent.
However, I've seen, especially with Overwatch and now with Valorant, people that either don't play first-person shooters or people that don't even really care, that didn't care about Overwatch before Blizzard started paying talent a lot of money. Oh, now they want to be an analyst for Overwatch. Now they want to be a caster for Overwatch. Now they want to be an analyst for Valorant or a caster from Valorant, and they don't know what the fuck they are talking about. So I am really hard on my peers, and I like to take pride in that when I am personally talking about like these two games, for example, I'm not just talking about it as an industry analyst. I am talking about it as a player. I'm talking about it as someone who scrimmed and who played Overwatch at a semi-professional level. Like, I've beaten Overwatch players in a tournament. I was on the team that got signed to FaZe. I got kicked out for what is now like one of the best support players in all of Overwatch League. Like, I've spent several days and years scrimming Overwatch. I hit Immortal in Valorant before the beta ended. Like, I pride myself on being good at the video game, so I know what I'm talking about when I talk about the fucking video game, unlike other people in my industry that are only doing it seemingly for money or seemingly because they want to get into the space. And like, that is why I spend so much time playing the games. Like, I enjoy playing the games, but I want to know what I'm talking about as a player and not be a fake motherfucker like a lot of people in our space are.